Been looking forward to this one. It seems fun. It reminds me of Enter the Gungeon. Or like Nuclear Throne. So let's go ahead and hop in. Axolotl mode, more relaxed experience for newcomers. You're not afraid of a challenge and normally play other roguelike action shooters. Yes.
On a pale blue dot, somewhere in the observable universe, lives an extraordinary creature, known locally as the axolotl. These aquatic salamanders live a free and peaceful life, and with their bellies full and no natural predators in sight, it's easy to rest by the warmth of the campfire. However, letting your guard down can come at a great cost.
It's a good opportunity to clean my glasses there.
This axolotl has slept through the entire incident. With little time to think about their lost children, their sole motivation is the desire to feed. A full axolotl is a happy axolotl. Oh dear. Axolotls can excuse stolen children, but they draw the line at stealing food. Someone is about to get up.
Great. All right. So we got to re-see that amazing cutscene. Someone is about to get fucked up. All right, let's go. Is the game running okay? Looks like weirdly, maybe kind of choppy on my side. I can't quite tell. Weird. Let's oh yeah, carbine. Let's mess with some settings really quickly. Game, screen shake, camera focus, aim assist, Mr. Volume. I mean, we can turn the resolution down. Resolution does not need to be this high. Come on. There we go. Let's just put this shit to 19, yeah. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. That looks good. That's better. I'll just press accept on the controller because I don't know what the button is otherwise. That shit's not going up at a higher resolution, so we don't need it to be at a higher resolution. There we go. It's better. Alrighty. Let's continue. Oh yeah, it's the sign. F. Hello, hangry fella. You heard that you can hold ability to use your snack ability. It'll even heal you. I'm sure it tastes better than a wooden sign. You know what? If I just unplug my controller, will it stop showing me? Thank you. It's because I had a controller plugged up. Okay, cool. Okay, and space is that... Oh yeah, it wants me to heal. So what was the Q? Was the ability? There we go. It's gonna casually melt your graphics card. I'm pretty sure the issue on this computer is memory. I need new memory. It still has the poopy memory in it, and I'm gonna be ordering some new memory soon. Hey, what if you just stay here? There's a duck over at the other side, so don't dash over the water. That's fine. I already killed it. I luckily don't play games that are usually too difficult to run on any of my PCs, so... Place my memory as soon as I got this tower. It's usually what they skimp out on. Usually their go-to. Let me go this way. The only thing that is different about this compared to Gungeon is you do not have... Okay, we're actually going to grab it this time. Wait, increases my damage, the black goo. Zap enemies when they get close. I think increasing my damage is my best bet. Let's actually pick it up this time. Someone in the comments on the demo mentioned there's apparently like buckets of fish or something that I can do something with. Why would you do that? I can't have you causing this much trouble. I have no other option to show you a stop sign. Do want to upgrade since Baldur's Gate is definitely giving me a run for my money. Oh, I'm sure it is. Do you know how hard it is to render all of Asterian's greatness? I also realized my chat isn't popped up correctly, so let me fix that. There we go. Phew. I caught a little bit of the PlayStation Direct today too. And you know, stuff happens. Nothing really crazy, so I'm glad I didn't try to stream that as well. Because I probably would have been disappointed and might not have streamed tonight for AK-xolotl, so. 2060 can't handle Asterian's ass. It's impossible. Okay, was there anything to do here? I don't think so. We beat a boss. And I think I would be able to cook if I wasn't already healthy enough. That might be an optional area I can go to, possibly like an alternate version of this area, but I gotta unlock it first maybe. Yeah, it makes me think of like the cathedral in Gungeon and like Mom's Womb in Binding of Isaac, which sounds really worrying out of context. But if you know what Binding of Isaac is, a little bit better. I collected some Doritos. Sawed off. This rock is sparkly. I got a leaf. Even in context, it's worrying. Fair. Dad's nutsack. Unfortunately, you don't get to go to any dad levels. So yeah, when there's a sparkly rock, it seems like it drops a leaf. I guess I should have picked up that sawed off over there because my one gun is gone. Any manually reload? Cool. There you go. God, I love me a good dodge, and this game has a good dodge. It just doesn't have blanks. So hopefully it doesn't ever get too bullet helly, or I'm gonna have a hard time with no blanks. What did star mean again? Gotta familiarize myself. It drops a leafy. Had to take a sip. I don't want it to drop a leafy. Leafy's gonna impregnate all my cows. God, we're really reaching like unknowable levels of like inside references and stuff that to some new person watching this is gonna be like, what the fuck? Normal bag. It may contain things. Or a butter knife to increase my damage even more. I do have a reroll. Orange juice. Obtain 1 shield, but it may contain sugar additives. Your insurance paid off, heals 3 health. This is the way to obtain immunity to explosions. Give me that. I have a helmet. So where do we actually see all of our currently equipped items and stuff? I'm in trouble, new person. As long as this game doesn't require you to pick up a creamy cocktail. Does, okay, that's me. Is there a control for, like, seeing all of my currently equipped items? Because I don't see them on the screen here. But there's got to be a way, right? I don't see it listed. Yeah, you would think it would be on this screen. There's usually, like, a little area where it shows all the items that you currently have. But, Alright. I'm probably just not seeing it. Oh, they're so adorable. It's Gek from Inscription right there. I gotta say, Inscription did weirdly well yesterday for a game that came out 2 years ago. Kind of surprised by that. A lot of people on the YouTube channel were really looking forward to it though, so I guess it makes sense. Feel the game needs to let you view controls mid-run. I mean, you can if you just go here. Wait, what? Oh my god, you're right. Wait, what the fuck? I thought it was there. That is wild that it won't let you view mid-run. I guess... Huh. I mean, at least it has on-screen pop-ups. I thought it was there and I was gonna look, but then I totally, like, I looked, didn't see it, and then completely forgot. Uh-oh, not a raccoon. Noticed that during the demo. At least it has, like, pop-up prompts for things, but yeah, it would be nice. Because, like, it says, like, E right there, for example. It would be nice for you to be able to, like, customize them and stuff as well, though. Pew pewer. I think this is just a Tommy gun. Yeah. That's a good boss weapon. But the carbine has more range. And range is definitely good here. Alright. I'm interested to see how hard this game is going to be, because when you played as many roguelikes as I have, not to say I'm like good or anything, but just if you have like a passing knowledge and experience with roguelikes, sometimes you can just blaze through the game way quicker than they want you to. Sometimes it just happens. You're just like, oh yeah, this is easy, and you just beat it first try, and the game's like, oh, you weren't supposed to do that. The callus, the magazine, zombie meat. Well, I don't have enough Doritos to get any of this stuff, but... Ooh. Ooh, I can destroy your shit and get free money. Oh yeah, okay, well that's good to learn now. That's good to learn now. So it's like Cow Run. When we appear in your shop, we can sometimes get free shit. Bragging up my abilities? Absolutely not. I mean, hey, we saw about my abilities yesterday in Inscription. I didn't beat it first try. I died. Super hard. Okay, I think I just want more currency. I think I'm happy with my carbine currently. I noticed we do also have a score multiplier in this game, too. I wonder if there's, besides killing, if there's anything I can do to up my multiplier. Like, do we have parries or anything like that? I imagine different enemies are worth higher amounts. I wonder if this is also going to have the Gungeon thing where if we don't take damage for an entire floor, we get some sort of bonus. That would be kind of cool, too. Okay, that's a bunch of currency. Don't need food. Let's get an egg. Brag away, braggy mofo. I'm not bragging! I'm saying I suck! YouTube comments tell me it all the time. Draco, egg unlocked. Hello. There are plenty of axolotls to be found in the wild. Sometimes they end up here. They're still hiding out there somewhere. Little buggers. Bragging about sucking. Yeah, you know what? Fair. Fair. Ooh, that's a lot of projectiles. Ah, we finally took our first bit of damage. Shame. I was hoping to beat the boss without taking damage. But that was a lot. Ooh, got hit there too. Uh-oh. Those bullets fire a little bit faster. Okay, gotta heal. Credit sucking, but 2 alarm clocks at the same time. You need the Dokapon quote. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Tactic gun? Huh. This just makes me think of the gun from what's it called? Gungeon that the Marine starts with. Which is like a fantastic starting gun. Pawn pincer, don't pinch the mustache. Uh-huh. Whoop. We might be dying here. Oh, that has a field that stays around for a really long time. Damn. Oopsie, Reston Pond. I know what I'm going to do once I have a bit of free time because I hate myself and it involves Dokapon. What are you doing, Gondola? Calm down. What's happening? Don't do anything crazy, all right? Let's cool it. I value you too much. There's a new Oxalotl egg. Be sure to take good care of it. As a chicken, I feel the responsibility to stay around. You don't mind, right? It's Nugget from Yakuza. Did I make that same joke in the demo? Axolotl babies require nurturing for happiness and growth. Tend to them, enhancing their happiness levels. Only when the axolotls are fully happy, they'll be able to grow up. Be cautious. Neglect may lead to decline in their happiness. Before long, you'll have an adorable little squad at your disposal. Happy axolotl is a deadly axolotl. Oh, I was kind of hoping it was like Chow Gardens, where if you abuse the shit out of them, like kick them into a wall, they become cool devil axolotls. Attack the crab's weak spot for massive damage. You'll see what I'm planning. I really hope it's not a single player playthrough of that game. Make the baby axolotl for thumbnail. Thanks. I thank you for your input, Leafy. It has been submitted to Quasi HQ for consideration. That's the word. Honestly, I probably will, because I think for the previous one I used the like intro cutscene. Hatch, damn you! Hey. There we go. It was saying in, not E. Pick up. Nurture. Oh god, it's pissing or shitting Rainbow. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Yeah, don't do that. Don't shit rainbows, please. This game is going for a very specific kind of humor, and I'm down. Get that anus leaking axolotl instead? Sure. It's post Taco Bell. Axopedia. Look at you. F. Getting attention makes them happy. Don't ignore them for too long. These poor babies may get sad, and sad babies can't grow. Sure they can. Believe me. Believe me. Specifically the one in New York City that had the liquor bar in it. Oh yeah, that probably helps. When you were over there, did you get a chopped cheese, Sage? Because Leafy is very Leafy has opinions on chopped cheese, which I did not know what the fuck that was until it was mentioned, because I am a filthy, filthy southerner. I don't need food. I don't remember what this is. That's a gun. Something, something, eat a cheesesteak. Hiya! Oh my god, contact damage. Damage. Okay. What are you? Cookie? You got a cookie. Wonderful. Okay, I know I keep asking this, but what the fuck was the star again? I did, but I apparently didn't get the proper one. Mine had chicken. Still was good though. Chicken, interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I still need to go to New York sometime. Furthest I've been north, I think, is Washington. Yeah. I will get the most vegan chopped cheese I can to cause some eyes to roll. And like anything I had in New York City, you fucking loved everything. Obtain immunity to spike traps. Obtain one shield. May contain things. I want immunity to traps. Traps suck. Except the hot dog cart by Central Park. It was pretty mid. Wow. Ugh. I can't do deep dish pizza. I like my like nice hand tossed, you know, small crust. I want less crust. Ooh, that's how we get more HP. Interesting. Then as for Altoona, ew. I think I'm gonna drop this katana. It's, you know, it's not great. What the fuck was that cardiac arrest of a sentence? I don't know. Alright, I'm just me. Being here, doing me things. And there's a lot going on. I can actually destroy your bullets just with my katana. Oh, hey, a new katana. I only have 29 Doritos, so it's not gonna happen. Doesn't it like straight up call them Doritos or Dorito adjacent things? Give me my leaf. Die, duck. I do love that the katana destroys bullets. I am about to die though. Whoop! Okay. Munch. I see nothing else hanging out here. Okay, we have a bunch of Doritos. Glorious pizza that uses yellow American cheese, bell pepper, and salami. That sounds like something Raxby would love. Then look, we've been playing this game for 30 minutes and I have yet to kill a Raxby. Aren't we all very happy and proud of me? We should be. Okay, you can't really do much if I just sit there and stab you a bunch. Wait, what the? Oh, you contact damage bastard. God damn it. The contact damage will be the death of me. Sounds like you're looking forward to it. No. No. Perish the thought. I'm dead, by the way. I am very, very much dead, by the way. Unless this katana makes this fight incredibly easy, which doesn't look like it's going to, I'm super dead. I mean, it does help because it blocks the bullets. I will say that, but it doesn't block them well enough. Alright, let's regenerate. Okay, game's kicking my ass. Actually. But that's fine, because I can go say hey to my child. It's like you're playing Crystal Chronicles. Oh, Crystal Chronicles. Do you like me some Crystal Chronicles? Talk. Getting attention makes them happy. Don't ignore them. Why did you have a notification for that? I had fun with Crystal Chronicles. Hey. Oh yeah, the last time I burped them, they weren't shitting. And before that becomes our next co-op game. When the Crystal Chronicles remake for Switch or whatever came out, that was one of my friends, a few of my friends actually, I think wanted to play it. I remember having to always play it by myself when I was a kid because I didn't have a friend that actually owned Crystal Chronicles, so I always had to play by myself, and it sucked. Although it was kind of nice. Actually, I did have a friend that would come over sometimes and play it with me, but it was rare. And playing with just two people kind of sucks because somebody has to hold what was it? The chalice. Somebody has to hold that thing, which sucks. So when you're playing alone, the Moogle just carries it for you, but you know. I am absolutely down with our new co-op overlords. That is just, we pick some cursed shit to play and we all play it, and it's very, very fun, and I love that. Because I don't play enough co-op games. That was me playing both my Metabots games that were version games like Pokemon. Oh god, yeah, I had to play Pokemon by myself too. When I got to daycare, it was a little bit easier, but... And then you can have multiple GBAs and cables for that, and I die a little on the side during. It's fantastic, Gondola. You love it. It's a fantastic... Remember what Raxby tweeted last time? Raxby was like, it was a good day. I played Dokapon with friends. Remember how fun that was? Shotgunifer. Increase your damage by 40%, but it decreases your accuracy. Active abilities charge 15% faster. Ooh, that's really good. I do heal with that, so... But yeah, I remember convincing my mom. I was like, Mom, I gotta get Pokemon Ruby and Emerald. Mom, I gotta get Pokemon Gold and Silver. And she was like, do you? Are they different games? And I was like, oh yeah. Well, let me tell you how different these games are. Yeah, they're real different. And she was like, okay. I basically played through and beat Crystal Chronicles in like less than a week after my then boyfriend dumped me. I mean, hey, video games are the perfect remedy to those wounds. It was my sitting on the couch and eating ice cream moment, except it was your sitting on couch and painting your Moogle moment. I spent an absurd amount of time painting my Moogle, I won't lie, it was pretty satisfying. Am I really gonna try to run the katana again? I'm not. I'm not. We'll keep losing if I do. It's better than I thought it was, but that does not mean I'm going to run it. Bang, bang, bang. Pew-pewer? I'll take a pew-pewer. Pokemon Adventure started with my parents buying my sister and me Game Boy Pockets and Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah. My brother was older than me, so... like, by the time I could actually understand Pokemon well enough to play it, he wasn't playing it anymore. So... I do distinctly remember when we got a PlayStation 2 though, because my brother had asked for Final Fantasy X because it had came out, and we finally got a PS2, which I was incredibly happy about because I'd been wanting to play Kingdom Hearts for years. So we finally got a PS2 when FF10 came out, and I remember just sitting there watching my brother play it for like, you know, ludicrous amounts of hours. We stayed up on weekends absurdly late playing it. Definitely one of my better memories with my brother. Then it blew up as a fad for like a year, then it declined a bit back in those days. Could have gotten into Gold and Silver, but yeah, then rediscovered it. This would probably be very, very good against the boss, the sawed-off. And I just use the AK for other enemies, maybe. Or I just let all of these dumbasses get over here, and then I hit them with one of those. Oh, hit and run strategy. Uh-huh. Dead. This is a good gun. I need to save my ammo, though. Okay. How's the game going? It's going well. Very fun so far. I'm enjoying it. Now I'm thinking machetes. Am I going to be able to afford anything with 59? Don't know, but maybe if I destroy everything in your shop, I can. A protective shield would be nice. And probably better than the sniper there. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. It's nice learning that I can get free stuff like this. Free Doritos. So I can't afford the orange juice. Oh, wait. Can't afford the orange juice. So if I want a sniper for the boss fight, I can get a sniper for the boss fight. Which might be good, because then I can just focus on dodging. Let's grab it. Goodbye, hyena babies. So yeah, now we got... now we got this. I can just AK some idiots. Whoop! Damn it. I have a heal, so it's not the biggest deal. Okay, the boss is right here, so we can waste a few shots. There we go. Ooh, especially if it refills my callus. Uh-huh. There we go. Alright, it gives me the katana before the fight, but I don't think I want that. I think I'd rather this. Katana is good, but I don't think it's super useful for this boss. I think I'd rather just the sniper so I can focus on dodging. Wasted a shot because you weren't ready yet. Oh, I'm gonna run out of ammo super bad. Super running out of ammo. I'm gonna save some of those shots now and just shoot like this. AK is actually, you know, pretty fair. The only unfortunate thing is having to reload, but... Uh-oh. Totally fine. Oh, you do drop more weapons. I can go get another callus up here. Thank you. So I do need to destroy your barrier. I was kind of assuming this was just the survive moment, but I guess not. What the fuck? You have a weapon now? Switchblade? Okay, those are interesting. I don't think it's gonna save you, but... Alright, I think we win this time. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Dragon skimmies? Yes. Oh my god, the face! Ew! Ew, the face! As opposed to a top blade or bottom blade, yes. Open. God, it really wants me to have the callus. Alright, so we beat the first boss. Only took us 46 minutes. Talk? I'm Chips. I spend the day fishing to feed my dear pet. It's hard work, but it's honest work. Can't say no to that cutesy face. Fish. Okay. Okay, so the fish are a currency that we can pick up. Heal? Don't need to. Okay. How very callous of me. Okay, now this definitely looks like a nuclear throne area. Look at this shit. Okay. And yeah, there's toxic waste for us to throw down on people. I don't think I care about the, A fish fishing for fish? Yes. Sometimes you gotta partake in a little cannibalism, you know? As a treat. Yeah, he killed by the spikes. We get so many guns that I'm kind of just down to not even use my AK most of the time. It's kind of whatever. There we go. Do these have anything? Healing, don't need. Is it really a shooter if it doesn't have explodey barrels? Isn't that just like dating? I don't know about you, but on the dates that I went on, I never saw explosive barrels. Sure, there were some weird people, but there was never a red barrel conveniently placed right beside me for the player to shoot. Thank God, really. Would have been really unfortunate if there was. Oh, you mean fish fishing? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. You're super dead? Okay, we're out of callus ammo. There we go. I should play Gunfire Reborn on stream sometime too, because Castador, Robbie, and I played that for a while, but we never finished it. Because we played it early. I generate a trail of fire or zap enemies when they get close. Damage by 40% but decreases your accuracy is quite good, I feel. The body of a barrel, like, could be explosive. Could reroll. Hurts, but it increases your health to 1 by 1 and you obtain 1 shield. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Because I can just eat. There we go. Free health upgrade? Just cost me some HP? Who gives a damn? Now I need to run by some investors the idea of an explosive barrel dating venue. Yeah, it's great. Oh god, this thing fires super quickly, actually. One of the few guns I've gotten where I can't actually hold down the trigger. Yeah, you like that, idiot? Man, Nuclear Throne was crazy hard. I remember trying to play Nuclear Throne, and that was a hard roguelike. Gonna be honest. It was difficult. Especially since there was one character where to unlock some things for them, you had to beat the entire game without getting hit like once or something. Bye-bye. Whoop. Speaking of explosive barrels. God, I do love the callus so much. Whoop. Ah, you clipped me. You clipped me. It was just my shield, though, so we're fine. Dead. The gators in the toxic sludge beginning to think we're in Louisiana. Yeah, we could be. Could be. Let's see. Did not mean to walk in that door, actually. I wanted to go into the other one, but that's fine. I'll just use... That was a very, very good mine. Thank you. Alright, you're super dead. Louisiana or Florida? It's Floridiana. It's a combination of both. They use the earrings from Dragon Ball to combine. Oh, I should have went to the shop. Fuck me. That was a misplay. I mean, I do need another gun, but I could have just gotten a gun from the shop, so... And the boss is right here, too, so... I feel like I want a grenade or something. A grenade would be amazing. Just saying. Also, during the Nintendo Direct today, they announced a Life Sim DLC for a game I played on the channel, which is wild. That's a thing. I can't believe that happened. Still amazed that the Eastward Life Sim is a thing. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop, whoop. Okay, that was not ideal. We got trapped in the corner. There's that katana sitting over there. That currency just disappeared on me. Thank you. Dead. Ooh, the pew pewer or the katana? I don't know what we're getting into with this boss, sawed off. Any married characters? Yeah, there's quite a few. Eastward started on stream like 2 years ago and got sidetracked. That game definitely has its issues. Some of the later areas, in my opinion, are terribly designed. Like, a lot of the story is go back here, now go back here, now go back here, except do that like 60 times. With nothing in between. They just don't alive themselves in the toxic waste, yeah. Hello Kitty, they don't like to be sued. I don't like to be sued either. We have a lot in common. Okay. 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 Okay, this is something. Okay. I have the opportunity to heal here. If I can just get enough time to do it. Okay. Uh-huh. Wait, did that do 2 damage? Fuck. I thought I healed, or did I not get it off? I thought I healed. Did I cancel it on accident? Damn. Unless that just does 2 damage. Alright, well that's fine. It's a roguelike. These things happen. Insta-kill. Oh, hey. Ooh, can we start with a shotgun now? Scatterer, a scrapped gun that shoots a bunch of deadly bullets without much accuracy. Oh yeah, this is our gun right here. This is the baby. Psst. Hey, I'm Doe. Nice to meet you. Can unlock some items for you if you hand me over some of those shiny gems. Okay. You want some from the machines, just say the word, I'll kick it for you. Oh, okay. Purchase powerful new items from vending machines to expand the arsenal that is accessible to you in combat. Once unlocked through the store, you'll be able to find these items in chests and shops, adding to your survivability. Elven armor increases your speed by 0.5 and obtain a shield. Speed is nice. Your bullets destroy enemy bullets on contact. Holy shit, do I want that. Increases your damage at low health is also good. I think I'll get adrenaline. Yeah. Alright. And I have enough for the elven armor too, so we might as well buy it. The star, fantastic though, I need that. My bullets destroy enemy bullets would be phenomenal. And attention, why do you keep having updates here? Oh, I think it's because I maxed out my love on you. Grow! Yay! So now what? Do I have a new friend? Here you go, I pet you. That was me petting my axolotl. You know how teenagers get, all they care about is food. Try cooking something for them to help them grow into strong adults, huh? Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I wanted to cook you. You know, okay, so now I gotta cook for my kids. Collect ingredients and bring them to the cooking pot to prepare recipes for your teen and adult axolotls. Main courses will help them grow into unique classes, while serving them dessert will provide them with new active abilities. Unleash your inner chef by mixing and matching classes with abilities. Also, some of this is cut off there. Interesting. That's weird. Gives the slippery class when eaten. You have 1 HP, 2 shield, and 8 speed. Gives the axolotl class when eaten. Lets you reroll the item selection and item chests once per biome. So that's what I already have. So yeah, the basic axolotl is basically just Isaac from Binding of Isaac. Courageous potatoes I cannot make. So I can't make any of this stuff right now, except for slightly spiced salad. So none of that, please. Honey cream. Vegan muffin gives the decoy ability. Spawn a decoy to distract your enemies. I mean, seems alright. I just hit my computer with my knee on accident. I'll make a vegan muffin. Give. Baby! Baby, here you go. Enjoy your vegan muffin. Alright. So 3 health, 7 speed, and I get decoy instead of snack. So yeah, sure. I'll swap to you just to give it a shot. Adult axolotls are ready for battle. Swap blades with one of them and unleash them into the wilderness. Each one's different, so keep an eye out for new combos. Once your axolotls reach adulthood, you'll have the option to alter their unique weapon styles. Achieve this by accessing the Axopedia and giving them cookies. So yeah, I don't have 8 cookies, so that's not happening. Okay, so I can spec them into different kinds of weapons. That's cool. All right, we're gonna go fast and loose with our shotgun, I guess. Mm-hmm. That it? That's it. Oh yeah, sawed off. That's exactly what we want to see. No. You died to the pungi sticks. Honestly, the sawed off just seems really disappointing compared to just my default weapon now. Bunch of leaves, I'll take it. Or a cookie. I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. Is this the stuff I make the potatoes with? I think it is. Oh god, you have homing shots. There's a Raxby. Oh wait, I did kill a Raxby in the demo. That's right, because they had the stupid boomerangs. And it was very, very annoying. There we go. Raxby has been defeated. Uh-huh. So I have this decoy now, although, like, it really feels like one of those situations where I'm just gonna want to save it for the boss, so it doesn't feel super useful. I just thought I would give it a shot. Like, there you go. It's kind of useful, actually. Because it lasts a pretty good amount of time, and it explodes after, it seems. Which is good. There we go. Alright, decoy's not bad. Increase my damage, but decreases my accuracy. You already know. Give me that. Lower accuracy, but oh boy, do I pew pew. Another child. Boom, boom. I caught one. Lavender egg unlocked. Nothing else to get in here? Doesn't seem like it. Gotta be more ways to get fish. There we go. Dead. Raxby, go away! I don't want to have to kill you, but you keep showing up. Gotta run, have fun axolotling. Thank you, Sage. Thanks for coming out. Whew. Alright. Good quote. Are any of the quotes good? I would beg to differ. Uh-huh. God, that extra damage is nice. I just need to lean super hard in on shotguns. Uh-huh. Bang, bang, bang. I'm coming in for another round, Fox. I don't think a carbine's gonna be very useful to me here. A katana, though. I don't have to worry about accuracy on this thing. I don't think there's any point going to the shop. You're all cursed, which is good. Night. Later, Sage. Okay, so yeah, we are deadly now. Katana's gonna be a good. We're gonna just chop people up. Uh-huh. Ow, that actually hit me. God, that thing can jump. I just got that heal, you bastard. We don't need to go to either of those. I need to go here and hope that I can get a heal. Just gonna go ahead and place the decoy now. Luckily, the enemies do just target this thing. They don't worry about targeting you at all. So it is just free to kill them while all that's going on. So the decoy is actually quite good. That was basically just a free room. Unfortunately, I have 0 HP going into the boss fight now, which is not ideal. So we are definitely dying to Pond Pincer here. Oh, come on, you start off with that? Okay. Wait, what the fuck just hit me? Did I get to... Oh my god, does the sword pull me forward? Did I just move into its hitbox? Fuck. Hey, new area, though. Oh, you don't look sinister at all. Wait, I think I saw, like, sacrifice baby. Can I sacrifice my children? I think so. I think I can sacrifice my children. Well, let's go take care of my kids first before we sacrifice them. Give them some of Dad's love here. Go nurture. Oh, look at you with your poopy diaper. Pick up, drop. That's a vulture. Yeah. Yeah. So we're probably not having good things happen here. What is this? It's the crystal I do stuff with. Blistaker is hungry. Bring the happy little ones to me. Yes. Crystal takes happiness from the babies and I give you permanent upgrades. Yes, please. Oh, God. I mean, I'm not giving that one up. That one's lavender. Alright, I like lavender too much. And I don't think I can bring the adults. It has to be the babies. Like, yeah, because I can't pick you up. So it has to be the baby. It has to be the baby. I like lavender too much because it's purple. So sorry, you're not getting this baby. We'll wait until an ugly one comes up. All right. We'll wait until an ugly baby pops up and you can have that one. Pond eagle, heavy, accurate, and it always manages to do the job. All right. I think I will just switch back to you though, because you're pretty good. You'll murder the ugly ones I see. It's a hard life, the axolotl life. It's, you know, it's a rough one. All right, we're running our desert eagle. Good old Deagle. Spent a lot of time with you. And we have our heal back, so sawed off. Probably still stick with my Deagle most of the time, but cool. Oh my god, already? Ew, those are annoying enemies to have this early. But yeah, we might consistently start running the other one, the decoy, because if I just ever have a problematic room, I can just throw that down, which is nice. The healing is good too, though, so there's a lot to think about. This Deagle is amazing. It's so good. Okay, more Raxby murder incoming. Look on the bright side, though. No bugs have been murdered yet. The bugs are free from the slaughter, because they're not large enough. So we're good. These butterflies and stuff, they're having a great time. No bugs are murdered in this game. Mammals and stuff, though, and reptiles? Oh, yeah. Later. Oh, fuck. You spawned under me, you fucker. You fucker. Spawning under me, what a prick. Hate that shit. Fuck, that hit me. I do appreciate that. Bugs are like, yeah, blood, mud puddle on. Amphibians, you mean? Yes. Have there been reptiles? I thought there was like a snake, but now I'm realizing I'm thinking of Inscription, I think. Because, yeah, there's been frog. Am I crazy? Hasn't there been a snake character? I must be crazy. I must be fucking crazy. Oh, hey, it's the cat. It's you. Need money for parts to give me some gems and I'll hand over you some weapons. Don't get the wrong idea. Don't like you. Acquiring weapons from the weapon shop contributes to the variety of weapons available during your adventures. Broaden your weapon selection to increase your firepower while venturing into the wild. A bass. It's a big-ass sniper. Tadpoles. What's cooler than one pistol? Two pistols. I like that cat. Good bodega cat voice too. 10 out of 10. Once you buy one of my amazing products, you'll be able to find them around in your adventures. Don't ask how they ended up here, though. Alright, junk cat, bye. Let's go care for my kids. You were shitting last time. Oh, who needs their medicine? Here comes the train. Woo! Boop. Oh god, you ate the whole spoon. Okay, cool. Great. Grow, my child. Pet. There we go. But god, yeah, I do love my deagle. Or my peagle, I guess would be the proper way to refer to it. Okay, so I need fish and more dust, which are... I guess that's potatoes? Because this is called courageous potatoes, so that must be potatoes. Even though it looks like, I don't know, some sort of spice, like salt or dust, or dust is not a, it's not a fucking spice. Well, to some people it might be, but I was saying it looks like dust or spice. You understand? Playing this and Inscription at the same time is a weird combination of games, I must say. A spice like ash. So, this has been imprinted in my memory for the longest time, and I promise this is a real thing that I saw. When I was younger, this news, like, cast has always been in my brain. They were doing a special on a lady nearby, like, in our hometown, who, this was back when they had like smoking sections in restaurants. She would go there and dump the ashtray in her food, like as a spice. Like she would just dump it in there, like in spaghetti, whatever, and be like, oh yeah, it's delicious. And they were like, why do you do this? She's like, because it's good. And it just showed her just dumping the ash from the public ashtray into her food. We'll always remember that. It scarred me for life. It scarred me for life. We'll never forget that. I remember I was getting ready for school and I was like, what the fuck is this? Do I want the PP or the carbine? Probably the carbine. Now the FF7 remake saves don't carry over. Part 1 would just give you a bonus for part 2. So I guess you like lose your levels and stuff? If you lose your levels, that makes sense. But I guess you don't like keep all your weapons and stuff. All that goes away, which kind of makes sense. Cursed, no, unacceptable. Also, holy duck, I bet you got super cancer. Yeah, probably. I was concerned. Very concerned. So I'm guessing like when you start FF7 Remake Part 2, it's like, yeah, you got the Buster Sword near level 1 again. Cloud tripped down a well out of Midgar and dropped all of his upgrades. Builds, levels, items, weapons won't carry over. It's just like, hey, here's like 5 materia. Oh god. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose. But it feels weird. I'm happy with my current gun. I'm gonna go get a cookie. As long as they let me play as Red 13 for longer than like 5 minutes, I don't fucking care what they do. I want to play as Red 13, damn it. Also, Kachi seems pretty cool to play as well. And is Irish, which is amazing. So. Dump ash into the cookie? No. I refuse. I want Vincent. Vincent's cool. Fun fact, I never used Vincent. across all of my time playing Final Fantasy VII multiple playthroughs. I never used him. The one time I actually went out of my way to get Vincent, I had put so many upgrade materials into Yuffie that Yuffie was just totally 100% better. So I got Vincent and I was like, oh cool, I hear this character's really good. But my Yuffie was busted as shit. So no Vincent was needed. I used him and was like, oh, he kind of sucks. And then just went back to Yuffie. Of course, Yuffie's pretty good anyway, because I always thought Yuffie was kind of like not great, but she's used in the speed run, so that means she's good. It's still the wildest to me that like, oh seriously, that bullet was stuck in the wall and hurt me. It's so wild to me that Waka is like, bar none, I think the best character in Final Fantasy X because of his busted ass I'm gonna call it a super because I don't remember what the fuck the name of the ability is. Limit breaks? Was it limit breaks? It's the life of a rogue. They're too busted. Indeed. I mean, apparently, I heard today that apparently Intergrade has a lot of stuff that references Dirge of Cerberus, and also apparently, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is going to reference Dirge of Cerberus a lot, and just the general canon altogether. Like, it's going to include everything, which I'm not playing Dirge of Cerberus. So, maybe I'll watch somebody else play Dirge of Cerberus. Hey Leafy, play Dirge of Cerberus so I can watch it. Bum, 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 bum. I haven't played the Yuffie part of Remake yet, I should. Yeah, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to handle that, because I probably need to replay Remake. Maybe it's something I'll do on stream. Replay Remake and play Intergrade. You're 100% playing Dirge of Cerberus. That's my kind of game. Absolute trash. I didn't notice that that was your type of game, considering you played, like, Alan Wake and Darkness. I am shocked. I can honestly say Alan Wake is probably one of the few games that I legitimately hate. Like, I actually hate Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2 will probably be good. I don't even hate it for the story, it's just the gameplay. The gameplay infuriates and bores the absolute hell out of me in Alan Wake. And it sucks because I wanted to like that game. But I couldn't. I couldn't. Came back at a good time. Indeed you did. Welcome back. Okay, so I came in here thinking I was gonna have enough to afford something. I can't afford shit. You know what? I agree. It does suck. It's... I remember I eventually hit the point, and I think I straight up heard you mention this when you played it too, where I just started ignoring as many of the enemies as I possibly could. Like, I see the little cutscene of an enemy getting revealed in Alan Wake in my nightmares. Where it stops and it zooms in on them and shit. Hate it. Hate it. I did not play Control, no. I heard generally better things about Control, but I've also heard bad things about Control, so I don't know what to think about Control, and I have no opinions. Dead. Tactic gun? Can I make it over there? No. Control doesn't suck. Played it during an all-nighter. Yeah. Like I said, it's one of those divisive ones I've heard all kinds of shit about. One of the things I'm disappointed I never had the chance to like play on stream or something was the Prey Mooncrash DLC. It's like a roguelike. That's a cool game. Very neato. Die upon pincer, die. Oh hey, there's a Dorito. Okay, so now we know how the second phase works. My life's gonna be a lot easier here. Okay, now you gotta pull that out. Ooh, okay. Got me there. Dead. Hate that face. It's pretty brilliant, but I don't know about playfeel. I just watched 2 people play it. Gondola loves prey. Gondola loves glue. Glooge. There's my Collis. Let's heal. Bop. Hey, this is mine now. Thank you. Prey 2017 was a fun game. Yes, yes, I feel the need to specify 2017. Prey 2006, I've heard it can be a good game. It's just, you know, obviously way different. So, I still never played the System Shock remake. I heard good things about that as well. Let's see what the question mark door has for us. Oh wait, there are bugs getting murdered in here. There's these little caterpillar things. I'm sorry, bugs, I lied. The little like caterpillar friends, the Weedles, they die. They die super hard. And they just run like, well, they are aggressive, but sorry, little friend. Yeah, they die pretty badly. You know, it happens. Oh, there was a ore I could have gotten over there. System Shock was not being properly playable on modern systems was the reason Night Dive Studios came to be. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing that. That's kind of like, oh god, what is it? There's another similar development story that I remember hearing about where it's like, yeah, I basically started this company because I wanted this to be able to be played. No, I am thinking of System Shock. I am straight up just thinking of System Shock. I did also spot a snek or a gek and a gator. Yeah. There was a gecko. And the gator, yeah. So yeah. Reptiles for sure. Yeah, to buy the rights from a damn insurance company. Yeah, that was a crazy story. What is this? I don't think it's anything. Now we have Rise of the Triad Remaster. Yup. Yeah, hearing the story about how they got the rights to make System Shock is wild. I think the Gek is actually a baby gator. Yeah. Whoop. Eat toxic stuff. You know, the raccoon should, like, love that toxic waste, actually. The raccoon should thrive in it. Whoop. Okay. Looking a little bit rough here. Oh. Good thing we can heal. Heal is such a good ability to start with. It's kind of my crutch right now, which I'm sure is what they intended. There's a cookie. More heal. I'm gonna be greedy. And do we have a map? Okay, we can see here. We don't have a map, but I can see how many floors I have until the boss. So we got 3 more. My meter should build up before then, and hopefully I just don't take damage. So I'm gonna go for the cookie. We go for the cookie, and it'll definitely work out for me, and there will be no repercussions for this decision. Take damage. Oh! I gotta pay attention to the enemy spawn markers on the screen. Because yeah, it does do that whole thing where it shows where they're going to spawn preemptively. It's just sometimes there's a whole lot going on, so it's hard to keep up with it. The Peagle is super good. Should play Mooncrash live. Oh, Mooncrash is so good. You totally should. It's great. There's my cookie. There's no real reason to break any of this other stuff. I do wonder if there's like secret rooms in this. Secret rooms are such a common thing in roguelikes, and I haven't seen anything that looks like it could be a secret room yet. Make sure stream is set to tech support mode so it doesn't actually broadcast. No, but it has to broadcast. How else am I going to see you glooge all over the place? There we go. Dead. Okay. Gotcha. That squirrel's throwing grenades. Acorn bombs. It's honestly kind of useful though, because it's not really harmful to me, but it is harmful to everything else. Ah, there's my Collis. Good. I am pleased to announce this game also has very positive reviews on Steam currently. Much greater, or much better game for me to pick than Myth Force was. So, happy about that. Shop. You can Glusion Hell Pie. Energy drink? No, empty can. What does that do? Whatever, let's buy it. What? Oh god, what is it? What does it do? There's gotta be a way to see. There's gotta be a way to Expedia. You can't see it here. This is just for the axolotls. I want to see what an empty can does. Am I gonna have to do that thing that you only have to do in Binding of Isaac? Because every other roguelike has learned that you want to have like basically a wiki in your game. Axolotl. The game just came out today. Empty can. Nope. Nope. Nothing. Nothing. As expected. Cause yeah, like the Axopedia is nice to have, but I would love to have like, you know, the ability to see what an item does, unless they just intentionally want you to not know what the fuck it does, which I mean sometimes that's the case. Definitely might want to send some feedback to the dev. I always think I'll do that, and I'm too lazy and I forget. But yeah, being able to see like what all my items do. Like I said, there might be a button for it, but I can't check the controls while I'm in here. And yeah, being able to control change your controls in game, like mid-run, would be nice as well. I mean, I don't need another gun. We're just leaving. This definitely feels like a very, very punishing roguelike, though. Definitely very Nuclear Throne / Gungeon, because those are just, like, very hard. And this seems similar. A lot of roguelikes I've played recently, you know, you can just get super far, like, first try, if you kind of half know what you're doing. But this, no, this slapped me in the face pretty early because it's hard to heal, and you do have to manage your HP well. So I wasted some of my callus there. Let's see, this was the cat. Honestly feel like the cat might not be the worst thing to kill with like a shorter ranged weapon, because there are multiple hit spots. So let's use this just because it has more ammo. All right, let's see if we can beat Hell O Kitty. It is actually a cat piloting a mech too, so props. God, that's rough. That's rough. Those are big projectiles. Oh my god. Oof. Yeah, that's a difficult boss. So what did this do? Empty can. I gotta see. I gotta see. We gotta check the controls. I really wish you could see them when you're in game. Wait, what? Do I have to exit to the main menu? What? I gotta exit to main menu? You can't even change them when you're here? Oh my god. Bliss Taker is a shady creature that trades permanent upgrades in exchange for happiness. Position your AK-xolotl babies near the magic crystal. Extract their happiness and exchange your harvests for some enticing... Oh, you just remove their... You just remove their happiness. You don't kill them. Okay. Exchanging smiles for powers qualifies as morally gray, right? Yeah. Okay, okay, that's what it is then. That's what it is then. So I'm not actually killing my babies. I'm just siphoning their happiness, which I think is totally fine. So, unfortunately, since you're a teenager now, I can't do that with you. But, we'll consider. That's backwards. It's weird. It's weird. Courageous potatoes. What do those do? Gives the chonky status when eaten. No passive, you just start with 2 shield, but you're slower. Hate it. Will not be doing that. Salty lollipop. Hallucinogenic pie. Press the ability button to destroy everything. You have a 50% chance to survive. Do you just want to gamble in your roguelikes? I mean, I guess it's a nice Hail Mary if you think you're gonna die anyway. The backwards being not being able to do anything with your controls outside the main menu. Yeah. That's what I was talking about as well. Because, yeah, it's... That is odd. Yeah, it's only on here. Okay, is there like a pet, talk, reload, switch weapon, interact, dash, pause, up, down... No, there's not a like... There's not a like, what do my items do button. So, I legitimately have no idea what that tin can did. Maybe a comment will be like, there's a certain button you press. I'm trying to press like every single button on my keyboard right now. To see... But I feel like if there was like something like that, it would tell me. It feels like that would be much more beneficial than a, than the AK-xolopedia, because that just lists my babies. My different types of babies that I have. Which is like, fine. But, you know. It's a thing. Whatever. Let's continue going. I have 8 gems. So... I think I just honestly just want to save up 30 for that. There. Once you buy my amazing products, you'll be able to find them around in your adventures. Don't ask how they ended up here. Okay, never mind. You're just saying the same thing. I want the tadpoles. I will buy the tadpoles. Alright, so we got the tadpoles. I do still think I like my pistol quite a bit. My Peagle. It's just very, very good. It reminds me of the handgun, once again, that the Space Marine uses in Gungeon, so I like it quite a bit. Alright, let's just try and breeze through this. This is not safe. There we go. Got it. Diamonds. It's permanent upgrades. We just need to prioritize these. Since this is a roguelite, the best thing you can possibly do early is just prioritize permanent upgrades. So unlocking things is just always a good. Damn it, you bastard. Look, you're just gonna hide? You're not gonna let me get close to you? I'm just gonna shoot you from here then. prick. Hate you so much. Okay, I've blocked the raccoon off up there. There we go. God, how many enemies are in this room? Okay. I wish there was a little sound effect. That is one thing too. I wish there was a sound effect to let you know when your ability is charged. Because sometimes just looking at the indicator, I think it's charged because it looks full, but it's totally not. That would be a nice change as well. Become sticky and leave a trail of goo. I think I just want to increase my damage. The butter knife is too good to ignore. There's Raxby. That was an easy room. Shooting Raxby again, I see. Oh, look, I mean, if Raxby wants to keep coming in and throwing boomerangs at me, Raxby is going to keep dying. You know? They're really asking for it. Nothing I can do. Alright. They don't want to share their pond with me. No, that's not my fault. I think I want this instead of the shotgun, actually. Ow. Bastards. You don't mess with them in our party games? Yeah, I do. But usually you and Leafy are mean to me, and then I'm like, well, Raxby's the only one I can appeal to. So then I try to be nice to Raxby, and then usually Raxby beats the shit out of me too, but at least I maybe have someone on my side for a little bit. Remember when I super murdered Raxby and Dokapon? Fun times. I did steal your fist. This is true. That did happen. It was a good fist too. It was, you know, it was suitable for my needs. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop. That was a lot of projectiles in that corner. Okay. Raxby, please stop. Thank you. Okay. Going to give me a fisting? Let me ask my wife first. She'll probably say, yeah, go for it. Or say that I probably deserve it. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell Sage when he was here. My wife was unabashedly watching the shit out of his Among Us stream. Because she thinks it's a funny game to watch. She was just sitting there watching over my shoulder for a pretty good amount of time, so... Sage probably gonna have a lurking viewer. Sometimes. Okay, this is a good gun. This works. Tactic gun, thank you. New one. Ooh, that did hit me! Fuck, I hate how it leaves a little bit of residue on the ground. I struggle with it. What was that? That is a... Those are baboons? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they run the bank, I think. The baboons do. Oh, of course they do. Why would they not? I still need more fish, damn it. I'm bad at this game, apparently. Let's see, I have 4. That's not gonna be enough for anything, really. Oh hey, a FAMAS. An AK-xolotl! Heavy and devastating. Stop suggesting this pun, we already know. You hear that, Gondola? They're calling you out. Cowpup. Oh my god, the Gatoringa? Impossible to control, have fun. Well, that seems fun. Axe nicely first. Okay, what is this? What are you? Bababoon. I don't want any trouble in here. And our business information is key, so feel free to ask us anything, capiche? You better behave around here, my friends will teach you some manners. Okay, oh my god, thank you. Thank you. We had to wait to get access to it. But weapons and items right there. Finally. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got it. I wish this had been available earlier, but we got it. When you get hurt, everyone gets hurt. Increase your speed by 1. Increase your speed by 0.5 with gamer juice. Helmet, this is the way. Immunity, spike traps. So a few of these we know because it gives descriptions, but if you buy it from the shop, you don't get that. So, may contain things, adrenaline, zombie meat. Okay. P adapter? Increases your fire rate by 60%, but decreases your damage by 30%. I have not seen that item. I don't think, but that is straight up a reference to Plants vs. Zombies, so... Okay. Not gonna lie, it seems a little silly to make that an unlockable. Yeah, it seems like it was based off of how many runs we did. I would have preferred that to be the first thing we unlock, quite frankly. Like, before any of these things, honestly. Make that the first unlock. That'd be nice. Like I said, it was only because I bought something from the shop, because the shop doesn't actually tell you what the item does. That was the main issue there. If it told you what the item did in the shop, it wouldn't have been a problem at all, but... But having information is important, so... It would have been nice to have that straight from the get. Alright. I don't... Let's just go here. I don't need healing, I don't need a gun. I am definitely looking forward to getting back to Inscription. The first episode of that went up today on the archive channel, so we'll see what people think about that. Raxby did say that I totally could have won yesterday at the you definitely lose portion, because there was a certain play I could have made to do it. And if I would have gone in thinking I could win, I probably would have seen that, but I kind of just gave up as soon as I saw that, because I was like, oh, okay, this is the barrier that says you can't win. But it seems like I maybe could have, which would have been pretty crazy to pull off. But hey, it's a fun video game. And so far, have luckily not been spoiled on anything. Go away, go away, go away. Okay, this carbine is kind of coming in clutch right now because of all this water. This is in a very, very bad location for... Fuck. Stop with all your shotguns! Fuck! I got cornered by shotguns. That was awful. Bastards. I wonder how the purple bullets differ, by the way. Because I'm sure they differ in some way. Oh god, 2 of you at the same time? And that stupid prick down there with the fucking shotgun. I hate them so much. I hate them so much. My bullets have range. Yours do not. Okay, we're good. Okay. Not being aerodynamic on anything. Well done. That was a tough room. Zap enemies when they get close. I might try that, quite honestly. Adrenaline is fun, but it requires that I'm low health. So, I'm just gonna go a battery. Going a normal bag at some point may be kind of interesting too. But the shops, frankly, never have anything good. They just have like some guns, which I pick so many guns up off the ground that I usually never need. Okay, so that is useful, I guess. The range on it's pretty friendly. I don't know why ducks plant bombs. Elven armor increases my speed. Veggie, not as tasty, but it increases your health by 1, immunity to spike traps. I don't really get hit by spike traps that much. Cue me dying to spike traps. But that's a heal and upgrades my HP, so I am definitely taking that. There we go. So now that I have the battery, kind of staying close to enemies is a good call. It would be a good build to run a shotgun with. But I wish I could break down weapons on the ground for something. Maybe like a single Dorito or something like that. That'd be cool. Although that's not super needed. That's just it feels like I'm always wasting it when it sits on the ground thing. And probably because I played too much Dave the Diver. Did that fox make a ring-a-ding-ding sound? I'm pretty sure it did, yeah. I think that was the one saying it. That meme dying, is it? I'm not familiar with this. Ooh, extra speed or the tadpoles? I mean, that's just a temporary weapon, so... Yeah, I think I'll just take the permanent upgrade. Get a little bit of a shield, a little bit extra speed. Hey, friend. No refunds, pal. I have a weapon. Once we get access to some more crazy weapons, it'll be more worth it to just check out the weapon rooms in the hopes that we get like a BFG or something. But for right now, not super needed. I really wish I had a grenade sometimes. Or like the ability that a lot of these games have where like when you roll it drops a grenade. Or a bomb or something. That would be nice. Phew. Remember, what does the fox say? No. I do not. I know the little thing for learning the language. The swift, whatever fox jumps over the lazy whatever. I know that. That's not a meme though. Whoop. Okay, that was... Ooh, that was spooky. I do wonder if in this game you get a reward for not taking damage in the boss fight. So many games do that, like Gungeon and stuff. So it must be a thing, right? Ow. Well, I'm not getting that unless it does HP damage, so a shield blocked me. But if you get hit at all, then I'm boned. Okay. We got a carbine. You get rid of that stupid thing? Thank you. Uh-huh. Ow. I have to heal again. Just in case. That heal takes an eternity to go off. They really, really don't want you relying on that. Beautiful. Just keep Baby Shark implanted in your mind. Baby Shark will always be implanted in my mind because of my wife. She sings a version of it to our cats. Alright, let's see if we can defeat Hell, Oh Kitty. Game lets you get a button that's 50-50 death, so yeah. I'm still astounded by that. Like, just Hail Mary button. You can just get by on luck. Which my luck's shit, so that's not happening. Cookie or star? Cookie. Cookie! Potentially saving my really, really good weapon for the boss would certainly be a call, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it here. I would rather make it to the boss with a good amount of HP instead of how I've been making it there with like no HP. Food. Whoop. The squirrel is frankly so helpful. Like, it really does help quite a lot. Squirrel is a friend. It just throwing grenades so everything dies is so good. Like, look at that. It does more damage to the other enemies than it does me. Bunch of potatoes. Let's go ahead and pop that heal. God, these things are good. The tadpoles, I approve, Rexby. These are good. These are good shit. Uh-huh. Okay, that shotgunner needs to go. There we go. Done. Job's done. Yep, I see Raxby is the kind of person to dual wield pistols and pop a cap in a mofo. Yeah. Raxby would absolutely pop a cap in me. No thought. Just, yep. I mean, they have done it in the multiplayer stuff before. There's precedent for this. They have murdered me. Remember, you said it? I mean, it's been proven. I remember I went through the Dokapon series, and Raxby killing me, I think, was like the first death, or Raxby just saw me and was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna kill Quasi. For funsies. You know? There's also the thing that they said to Leafy that time when we were playing, and they were like, I will kill you. And I was scared. Like, I was afraid. Ooh, tadpoles again. Thank you. God, I'm glad I got those. They're super good. Alright, back in here with tadpoles then. Bum, 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 bum. I shouldn't have killed the squirrel, actually. Oh, there's another squirrel. Okay, well that one's staying alive. Whoop. There we go. Love to see it. Ooh. Oh, you didn't get me. Uh-huh. Okay, you're only helpful against the gators, really. And fighting something like this idiot, not super useful. Okay, oh my god, I didn't mean to walk in that door. I wanted to go to the shop, because I have an absurd amount of money. But I walked too close to it. Ow. That's fine though, we can heal. Wow, I went through that tadpole ammo quick. Jeez. That was like instant. Alright, just you and me. Alright, give me my reward, please. Bunch of Doritos. Good. God, I have so many of those. I hope I beat the boss here. Oh my god, I don't have a gun! Alright, we're fighting the cat with just that. Oh, I'm just realizing now. Okay, wait, so my items are listed in the bottom left over here. Why did I not see that earlier? I must have super missed it. Yeah. Because they're totally listed down here. I was looking for it in like a screen or something somewhere, but yeah, they're listed right here. I'm noticing now, just in the bottom left. Still doesn't say what they do there, but it at least tells me what items I do have. I could have sworn when I looked at that last time, it was like, not showing anything, because I thought I looked there. But yeah, I looked past it. Damn. My bad. Usually it's in like the pause menu or something, so I think I was kind of stuck on that as being where it would be. Okay, that's a pretty easy attack to dodge. I want more of that, please. There we go. If only I had the upgrade, I think it was in Gungeon, where when you rolled, you reloaded. That would be an amazing get right now. Good. That was a good get. I think I may have Hello Kitty's number here. Possibly. Like, it's taking forever because I just have the deagle, but I've kind of got a lot of your attacks learned. This is the most dangerous one by far. Dodged at the wrong time there. Think maybe. Okay, there's this again. Definitely your scariest attack. But if we just roll at the right time, the roll is on a way lower cooldown than I would have guessed. The roll is very, very friendly, honestly. Boom. I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry. Ooh, tadpoles. Okay, and more upgrade material too. Easy. What is this? Oh, it's a toilet. That makes sense. It is a turlet. Oh, hey, we're going to a Japanese themed area. Look at us. Here we are. About time I get a new baby. I haven't had an egg in quite a while. But it just hasn't popped up. Oh my god, more tadpoles? It gives me even more ammo at least. Beehive? Ah, yes, for honey. So this is the area we get honey from. That's nice. And you're shooting the toilet. I gotta. Ooh, do not like these enemies. Do not like these little reptilian bastards. They have like Uzis. Yeah, that's definitely an Uzi. Ooh, so much honey. I'm gonna be able to make so much cool food. Once again, just think I want cookie. Cookie! I don't even really know what that does yet, but I want to do it. Ow. You hit me, you prick. God, this heal was too busted. I feel very strong. Oh my god! Okay, not anymore! Not when that spawns on top of me. Holy shit! Oh my god, that was not expecting that. Holy shit. Okay. I really need a heal now. And I'm probably just gonna die. There's health over here. I'm gonna have to go for the health. Fuck, that thing just spawning on top of me was not good. Not holy shit, bullshit, yes. What's happening over here? What are you doing? You're just dropping bombs. Okay. Not the worst enemies to deal with. If you're just dropping bombs, that's kinda whatever. Okay, we made it. I got my heal. That's good. That's good. That was a good get. Uh-oh. Here comes the bull again. That thing did manage to hit me because it's using a stupid Uzi. God, that mace. I mean, flail, rather. Like, props for using a flail, friend, but... I do love a good flail user, but you're annoying. Oh my god, more enemies are spawning! Fucking hell, Raxby. You spawned behind me. Oh, we did get a new baby. Okay, good. What's that? Is that a nail gun? Phaser. Small but piercing lasers. Yeah, I mean, that seems like it could be good. Okay, we have 22 of those to use. I do think I'm going to hold on to them for just a little. Hello, baby. So I did get an egg. I totally forgot I got one. Pick up, drop, nurture. Oh my god, I have to spritz you with a spray bottle. You're so cute though. You're so cute though. Like, look at it. It's adorable. Alright, let's go see if we can make some good food for our lavender axolotl. So, cook. Okay, slightly spiced, slippery. Yeah, that just makes you faster. Chonky, greedy. Gives increases extra Doraditos drop chance by 25%. Lose Doraditos when hit. Okay, so you just get extra money, but you also lose money when you get hit. Increases damage up to 25% when health is low. The Maniac class lets you carry 2 secondary weapons. That's pretty good. You're slower though. And I don't have mushrooms and stuff yet anyway. Chaotic class increases damage by 20%, but health is fixed to 1. Yup. That's always in. Slippery class. So an extra movement speed. Chonky class. You just start with 2 free hits. I'm just not that crazy about it. Because you are slower too. What do we got for desserts? Snack, decoy, cancel. There we go. That's what we need. We need that. I do wonder what the cooldown on it is though. Snack, pit candy, Lotzilla. Grow for a few seconds and become immune. Okay, there's some good things there, but greedy, chonky, slippery. I mean, the regular axolotl just seems super strong. Really, it does. You get to reroll things and you get a heal? Like, that's so good. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to cook that. Whatever. We'll go give it to our friend over here. Our purple one. Feed. There you go. At least I get a different color now. Swap. So I'm purple. That is good news. Now we just gotta see if there's a different passive ability that I want. The decoy heal is just it's so good. It's so good. I'll take the muffin. Give me that. Oh yeah, I need to actually feed it to you as someone else. You can't just eat it yourself. Alright, there you go. I'll swap to you. So you have decoy. So I basically just made the same thing I made last time. That was, god, what a massive waste of resources. So I'm basically the same as my default character because that's all the slightly spiced, but I didn't mean to make it. I didn't mean to click on that. Damn. I might have been able to refund or something. Obviously I want the permanent upgrades, but I need more love for that. I mean, I don't suppose I'm gonna get enough hearts out of just one trip, right? Because, yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to do with you. Let's siphon. Buy? So, yeah, this is what we want. Absorb. There we go. Good. That is one. One heart. Okay, we need more children. So I can just straight up increase my damage. Because with increased damage, I'll be able to make it pretty damn far. Alright, and let's give this weapon another shot. It pierces enemies, which seems like it could be nice. It's also hit scan, which is cool too. And have a baby boomer family at that rate. Yeah, like a fundamentalist family for sure. We're gonna have a lot. Food or a weapon? I think food and like gems are the best things for me to go for, so I can just make some more interesting class axolotls. So, oh wait, that actually hit me? Fuck. There we go. Do gotta keep in mind, oh, there's another baby. We're getting the baby. Child. Corgi. It's a corgi axolotl. Wonderful. Oh yeah, the that's another thing that got announced today. The Hades devs are saying that they're going. They have they decided on like a release date for the early access. I don't think I'll play Hades 2 in early access, which really breaks my heart. But I want to play the game when it's actually finished. But that's definitely going to be a playthrough. I'm super excited for Hades. Gods, am I excited. Sorry, Raxby. God, that gun is good. Gotcha. Okay, this piercing actually super useful. Ow, that seriously got me. Okay, we have a decoy for the next room, which I might need to use because I'm very low. Increases my damage at low health. Also got separate ways coming for RE4 make. Are you really? I didn't know that. Did that get announced today? I was wondering where it was, you know, when I played the game originally. That's super cool if so. I'm down for that. Very, very hype. Cause yeah, I didn't hear about that at all. That's what I get for not watching the Sony showcase, I guess. Okay, I don't think I actually need the decoy for this room. Cue me dying. It's gonna happen shortly. You all know what's happening. So spicy, you generate a trail of fire, zaps enemies when they get close. I didn't watch the state of play. Just reading the spoiler log. Yeah, I should have read that earlier. I just looked in a few discords to see what trailers were posted. I kind of want chili. But let's reroll. You can't read this one, but it increases your max ammo. Become sticky and leave a trail of goo. I'm just gonna do that. I've run my pin tumbler twice without putting the jewelry in yet. Jesus Christ. Oh no. That sucks. That sucks. So it's only while you walk with this. Okay. Important to note. That's rough, bugs. Okay, yep, that's going down. Cause, yeah, that was, okay, they've realized I'm here now. That decoy did save my life a little bit there, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, the dings start to empty it, get confused each time. Damn. Surprise, it's empty. If ducking course is empty. That's me every single time I make a huge mistake in a game. It's just, I'm like, oh my god. Well, they're usually not huge mistakes, but they still bother me nonetheless. I think I do want the zombie, but it hurts me. Will this kill me if I eat it? You know what? Now's the best time to find out. Okay, it won't kill me. So I did get an extra HP and a shield, and it didn't kill me. Good to know. So I have a shield. I have a spirit heart. Good. Bang bang. Dead. So much Doritos. Okay, I don't have a good weapon, but it's just the crab, so hopefully this just works out. I do have hit scan, which is cool. Just get as much damage in here early as we possibly can with our wee bits of ammo. Let me leave a trail of fire, actually. Because it was hurt by the fire. Yeah, that fire actually did work on you there when you got stunned. Probably gonna lay this decoy down in the second phase. I was gonna say I don't really need it right now, but then I took damage. Fuck me. I think that katana might be a good call. Just need to get over there to it. Unfortunately, this gun does like no damage, so... Decoy. It just walked on me, damn it! It turned around and hit me. First run I went and cleaned, second run I went and worked out. This time I'm going to ducking sit here and watch it while appeasing the bad owl. I think my problem is mobile productivity. Okay, now I have 2 babies to nurture, which is fantastic because I can just sit here and nurture them to farm love. You know, which sounds really fucked. Which sounds really fucked that I'm farming love. But that's what we're doing. Why do you not... There's no way for me to farm you for love much anymore. But the more babies we get, the more love we can farm. So, it's a good thing. Give me your love and affection. What's the green one? I don't really know. I think it's just meant to look like a frog. What with its ears looking like eyes on the side. I think it's just meant to look like a frog. This one's supposed to look like a corgi. If we go look at the Axopedia, it'll... Frogga, yeah. So now I have 2 heart. so we can go get a permanent upgrade. Make my life a lot easier. So deadly increases primary weapon damage by 5%. The healing black tea room can appear up to biome 1. I'm gonna get deadly. Damage increases are just good to get early. Too good. And don't think I want to bother with any of these. Your bullets obtain otherworldly powers and can now go through obstacles. Decreases your fire rate but increases your damage. 2 weapons with 1 rock. Obtain 1 extra drop from weapon chests. Interesting. So the star is not there anymore, so I can't even get that. But the time for that passed. I could get the Gator Ringa though. Could save up for that. Let's just get some of these though. Like ghost bullets seems fun. Robo hand seems like it could be good. Let's also get the Cowpup. Heavy and devastating. Stop suggesting this pun. We already know. 300 damage. That's crazy strong. I'm gonna get the Cowpup though. There we go. At least we're getting a lot of good new starting weapons and stuff. Yeah, and I think despite me really liking the purple, I think we just switch. We just switch back because yeah, it's just not as good as the heal. The heal's too good. I fucked up making that stupid salad and felt like I needed to use it, but you know. We almost have enough cookies to spec one of our friends into something, which is cool. So the only way I'm gonna notice the 5% damage increase is against the bosses, unfortunately, but hey, damage increase is a damage increase. Food, cookie, or diamond? I'm gonna go diamond. Or crystal, whatever it is. No guarantee that it's a diamond. Okay. God, I'm about to die right here. I should use my sniper. This is a very bad time to need heals this early. That was terrible. They cornered me. I should have ran to the left. Fuck. Game's hard. Game's hard. Do my babies need attention? That's what I mostly need to find out. Pick up. Pick up. No, they don't need attention. I probably got to make it further before it'll let me do that. Otherwise, you could just kind of farm love by just dying over and over again. Pew pewer. Let's go for the cookie. I need cookie. There we go. Cookie obtained. Weapon now? No, we have the pew pewer. I don't need it. You do just gotta bum rush these floors quickly. And enjoy this. The pungi sticks. Whoop. Nope. Alright, it's dead. Switch weapons, please. Ooh, that was hairy. Still hairy though, because I've gotten my ass kicked. Here I was saying I'm not gonna have to use the healing room, or I was thinking it to myself. Look at us now. The foxes are a problem. You just need to die. There we go. Now that that's dead, we just do one of these. Okay, I'm not gonna go to the healing room. We're gonna wait. Actually, the other stuff is just kind of poo. Increasing my damage. Butter knife is always good. I'm gonna go to the star. Bunny? Oh my god, the bunnies explode. I forgot about that. I thought, for some reason I had in my head that that was like a rare enemy or a metal slime or something. Because I hadn't seen it in so long, but no, they're bombs. They explode. Fuck me. Rabbits. Oh god, they're very annoying. Always knew bunny twinks blew up. Yeah, they do that or they just blow. Fuck. Oh my god. Pain. Zombie meat. Wait. Never mind. Or a medkit? But... zombie meat. Give. Zombie meat for sure. Extra HP and stuff. It's better than just healing one. Alright. Shop, we don't have enough to really bother. Just go over here and get a new weapon. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, fuck. Didn't know you were over there. God, I love when things come at me from off screen. It's my favorite pastime. Ooh, my cow pup. Finally. What is this thing like? Oh, it seems pretty good. That's good. I like that. I enjoy it. Oh, it's phenomenal. It's a good one. It's a good. Alright, we're good. We're good. And I have some HP to do stuff with. Thank you. Okay. Just gotta defeat Crab. And I have a good gun. Oh, you start with this? Really? How fucking rude. Well, the DPS is here on this gun, which is good. That's what I needed to hear. Okay, we have other guns sitting here. I think we got this. This just does too much damage. Fuck. Fuck. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. I started saying I think we got this, and then, yup, things are going bad. Things are going bad. At least you're gonna... Oh, you don't get stunned anymore. Fuck. Oh, that was close. Eee, that was close. 1 HP and I was trapped in the corner. Oh god. That was a clinch moment. Oh, it only heals 1. Fuck me. That's not good. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, we gotta conserve HP if I want to make it back to Japan. That is a big scary vulture. It throws bones at me. I could have expected this. Dead. Uh-huh. Good. Uh-huh. Oh my god, Cowpup. You're so good. Alright, I think we've got past that roguelite hump where now I can start consistently getting upgrades fast enough and get access to better weapons fast enough that we'll start making progress pretty quickly. Okay, there's ghost bullets. Can go through obstacles. Sure. You want to go weeb mode? I always want to go weeb mode, you know? We have 3 HP. I'm not going to heal. I'm going to trust in myself. Okay. We're good? Really? That was it? I mean, I'll take it, but... Oh god, I didn't mean to waste that Cowpup ammo. Okay, I need a new gun, so we're gonna go over here. Okay, squirrel's killing the dial there. Uh-huh. Whoop. Okay. Tactic gun, it's fine. It's fine, it's usable, that's what matters. Don't think I need more currency right now. When we hit the next shop, I'll probably just be spending all of it. Killed yourself, good. Eat. Good and dead. I feel like it's gonna be hard pressed for one of these other abilities that we're gonna be getting at some point to be better than this heal. The heal is just too consistently good. In these kinds of roguelikes, heals are always fantastic. And this is no exception. So it's gonna be really, really hard to make it better than this. Like, for people that just don't take damage, yeah, it's better, but if you're just trying to survive, oh my god, this is amazing. I guess that's kind of par for the course with roguelikes, but... But usually there's like one ability or something that's made for the people that are really good, or one character. But... I feel like most of the abilities are like that in this. Like, it's all made for people. Like, why would I ever pick anything over just a free heal every few rooms at the moment? It's very, very new player busted. But I mean, I guess it's better to give it to you when you just started the game rather than later, because you won't need it by the time you get late game. Weapon or money? I will go for money. I also do not want that carbine. This gun is better. Uh-huh. Damn, that thing just didn't want to shoot. Okay, sawed off. I'll be taking that. Currency. Some Doritos. I do like how there's just porta potties all over the place here. Oh, boss. Already, and I'm full HP. With my heal. Okay, that's pretty good. This is a hard boss to hit with the shotgun, I feel, but, we'll try our best. Ow, that got me. I do big damage, so that's my main benefit here. Never mind, it's really, really easy to hit this boss during that attack. And this one, quite frankly. Okay, boss is done. You get so much time to just shoot. Once again, this is your only scary attack. Ow. Wait, what just hit me? What the hell hit me right there? I actually don't know. I don't know how I took damage. Weird. Fortunately, I'm now stuck with this weapon for the last bits of your HP, which is not ideal. Dead, though. Is Arena Smash the damage zone lingered? Oh, is that what it was? Damn. Yeah, I probably just didn't notice that. Okay, well, we're consistently making it further and further. Boom, 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 boom. That or contact damage? It could have been contact damage too. Boom, boom, boom. I felt like I was far enough away, but... Okay, never mind. We're using this so I can stay far away and just snipe people. Okay, back from being bullied by an owl. Sounds like a great pastime to me. I need to go get bullied by the owl again at some point. You mean... play Ocarina of Time? Like Arando? It's learning. I need to do a lot of things at this point. Even though I'm trash at it. It's okay, I'm trash at learning too. God, this room is unideal. No. Oh, God, I hate that enemy so fucking much. Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. Fucking 2! I was using my default weapon because I was like, well, it does... It's pierces, so that's probably more effective, but maybe I should have just switched to the other one so I could kill the stupid fucking bulls faster. I actually played some games in Spanish when I was studying for my foreign language comp in PhD land. It was a translation test though. I tested out of having to take Spanish in college because I passed the test. But I now remember nothing about Spanish. Okay, you need something. Okay, so when they have the bubble, they don't need anything. You just need to be... Yeah, you need to have that done to you. I took tons of Spanish for like years, but I'm still bad. Like, I can barely deal with tenses. Oh, fuck tenses. Tenses are awful. Tenses are awful. Preterite was probably the worst time I had in Spanish. And then you start getting like past, present, and present future and shit, and my brain just started melting. Luckily, that was the end of me of my career with that. Chance to shoot 1 extra bullet every time you shoot. What is the chance? Hurts, but it increases your health by 4. Weapon shoot 2 extra bullets, but it decreases your damage by 60%. Holy. Okay, well I definitely want that, and this seems really good. 4 extra health. Fuck me. Then you hit the subjunctive mood, and I'm terrible with languages. It would have been easier if there was a way for me to like actively use Spanish in my day-to-day, but there really wasn't. There was no way for me to do that. Oh god, you know what I just realized? I was like, oh, food sounds good. And then I realized I made a whole ass pot of spaghetti downstairs with Italian sausage. Oh, it's calling my name. Oh boy, howdy is it calling it. German was nice for not being as insane. I hear the easiest language for English speakers to learn is like Korean because they're fairly simple. Go do that thing. It's fine right now. I'm not like totally starving. It just sounds really good. I'm not like starving or anything. It just sounds really, really yummy. I ate like a few hours ago, so it'll be time for me to eat again soon. Korean reading is simple. Korean language is harder. Ooh, a new baby! It's the only time you will ever hear me scream those words. Excuse me, is this just a link to the past link? No. Banana-lotl. I thought that was linked to the past link because there's the green hat and then the pink hair. Then you do French and everything sounds the same. It's always funny hearing French-speaking people react to Quebecois. Because they're like, what the fuck is this? What is this? You fucker. There we go. Korean certain language was like invented in the 80s, so it's super sensible. Yeah, I remember, because a lot of places in Asia kind of just... Chinese was the main language for quite a bit because of Confucianism and the impact of all of that. So Chinese was like... In a lot of places, Chinese was like Asia's Latin, in that you spoke it for your religion, and it thus became like the language for the upper class. Although interestingly, in Japan, there was an interesting side effect of Chinese being the language of like the elite and the higher ups and the religious authorities, because women could not learn Chinese because it was seen as like an upper level language. So I forget specifically which period it was in. It may have been during the Meiji. A lot of the most popular writers were Japanese women because they wrote in the vernacular. So that had a cool side effect of, yeah, a lot of the nation's biggest writers were women because they were the only ones that wrote in Japanese. So you had the elite consuming all of these things in Chinese, but the layperson would just, you know, consume it in Japanese, and thus you had a lot of really, really popular Japanese women writers. Very interesting. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I went off on a dumb history tangent that nobody cares about, but hey, I gotta take them where I can get them. I barely remember any of that shit. That's good. It's funny because Quebecois is more French than French itself. Continue going on history tangents. There's such a type of literature as called the courtly love literature, specifically in like Christian medieval Europe, where it was basically a sexual outlet for all the repressed Christians, because the stories were always written about like people in Greece or people in ancient times, and but they used it as an outlet for their sexual things. There was a ton of adultery and very, very horny stuff in there. Because there was all these sexually repressed Christians getting their rocks off to this stuff because they couldn't do it in real life. So a lot of the women and men would go and be like, oh man, I hate my relationship and I can't be freaky because God won't let me. So I'll go read this courtly love story written by this woman secretly that's using a pen name to cover herself up as a man, so that I can fantasize about a raven man flying in my window and fucking me. I got to talk a little bit about what I was planning on researching the other day, so it feels good. Increase my damage, orange juice, helmet, immunity to explosions. But yeah, it's super interesting. One of the courtly love story that we specifically read as a primary source in my class was straight up like a woman wrote it under a pen name, and the entire book was about, I'm a young woman and I have been forced into a marriage with an old guy and I hate him, so every night I sit in bed because we have separate beds, and I dream about this handsome man flying up to my window in the form of a raven and then proceeding to fuck the ever-living shit out of me. So there's some history. Jesus Christ, that's wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a reason I decided to focus specifically on like Reformation era medieval Europe, because there's a lot of really, really crazy shit that happened because of like humanism and things like that. Humanism being the idea of the ancient civilizations like Greeks and Romans were actually like super advanced, even though they were barbarians because they weren't Christians. So we as Christians are going to take the high ground, and we're going to be like, well, we're more civilized than them, but also their art's really, really cool. So they consumed a shit ton of like, you know, they loved Aristotle, Plato, all of those different things, and they loved making art specifically of like Venus and stuff, and it was seen as good because you're appreciating the classics of this these barbarian people. And then they eventually hit the point where they're like, well, why don't we just steal all of these famous works and just make it Christian? So that's how you get pieces of art that are like, instead of like Venus in a shell, it's you know, Mary. Or baby Jesus in the shell. So imagine if that influenced Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Courtly romance or courtly love was wild. It was super, super horny and super, super adulterous. Basically all of it is cheating. I mean, if you even look at the popular stories like the Arthurian tales and stuff, half of the shit has like, they talk about King Arthur, but half of the shit has like King Arthur getting cucked by one of his own knights. So fuck. I know a book where an assassin spy weds and has kids with a raven, and now I'm super suspicious she read that. I read Canterbury Tales once. and my brain melted. I was not expecting what I found there. I will always recommend this book to people, because it's basically Canterbury Tales except Italian Renaissance. It's called the Decameron, and it's written by someone called Boccaccio. It was one of our sources for the Italian Renaissance that we had, and it's super, super interesting. He was radicalized by the elite and called a feminist, the horror, because he specifically wrote a book about like sexual freedom and everything, because one of the characters that's around the fire telling a story is straight up a sex worker, and he defended their right to most things and just women in general. So it was kind of a prolific book. He got super, super hated for it, because of course he did. How dare he say women are people too? Oh god, this one's like an onion? Oh, you know it? It was part of our reading in high school. It's super good. And they have some really, really interesting ones in there too. Because the whole thing with the book is that it's a bunch of people that normally would not associate with each other being trapped, like, in a room together because the plague is currently running rampant in the streets. So all of these people that normally wouldn't interact, and it's just a really, really cool experience and book. But you never hear about it. You always hear about Canterbury Tales, but the Decameron too. The Decameron's great. Oh yeah, it was a banana, wasn't it? So you are basically responding to Marlowe's horny poem with "Dude, keep it in your pants." What are some other crazy stories? History stuff. That's just what this stream has become now. History talk. Interesting thing, since I haven't covered a lot of Asian history ever really. Wu Zixin is an incredibly interesting figure, because she started out as a courtesan and just slowly started working her way up to the top by manipulating the shit out of the king and then killing him. And that's how she became China's first female emperor, because she worked from a courtesan and made everyone very, very horny for her. And then she worked her way all the way up to the top. And the book we read actually said... This is quite the power move. The book that we read actually said she spent so long as a courtesan and had to deal with kings and stuff having harems, that when she became the female emperor, she would hold meetings with her own concubines eating her out. Like, just sitting there, people walk in, they're like, "Hello, Wu Zixin," and somebody's just going to town on Wu, and she's like, "What, problem? Issue? You assholes do it, why can't I do it?" There's an Asian author who wrote about that and did a modern version. Wu Zixin was wild, yeah. So we have 4 now. So I can get deadly. Decreased reload time. Increased pickup area. Increases Doradito's drop chance. Deadly. Deadly's too good. I can drop a link to her videos. Oh, please do. I will always accept any and all history videos to watch. Which reminds me, I gotta get back to the Great War. Gotta finish that up. But yeah, history talk is my favorite thing to go on about. And I try to squeeze it in videos whenever I can and when it's applicable. And stuff. Me talking about that, and the fact that I have a history degree is actually how I got one of the comments on, what was it, Tactics Ogre? Telling me that I was wrong about history, and then I said I had a history degree, and they were like, "Oh, but that's an American establishment. That's basically worthless." And I was like, "Okay, if you say so." They were the one that argued with me, saying that that nobility and monarchy was the best form of government. So, mentioned her book before the Sage, the one about giant robots. Ah. I would appreciate almost being named Sebastian as a young warthog and my mom not realizing she almost named me after said gay porn saint. Oh yeah. Especially if you look in like the Italian Renaissance. My god. It was so gay. It was so gay. Of course your commenter was a Tory. It was a thing. I didn't even try. I was basically just letting them walk into their own circles because I was like, wait, they were like elite making all the decisions is perfect. So I'm like, wait, so you can trust the elite to not just make decisions in their own favor? They will actually look after the people who they don't even understand the plight of? And they were like, yes, because they're super smart and they've been to school, so they know this. And I was like, okay. Okay. And then I shadow banned them. I was like, yes, this person that has literally had someone wipe their ass their entire life and doesn't even know that a dollar menu exists, they will understand the plight of the poor working person. For sure. Pastel! Oh, we need Pastel. Almost took the name anyways. Nah, it's just gonna be Dan. Like I said, Tactics Ogre was a wild time. It was absurd. Did you know that regulations are only to hinder progress and never protect people? Yeah. It was a wild time. That's the same one that that's the same one that I saw defending the super racist. There's a character that was like, I want to genocide these people. I want them completely erased off the earth. I'm not going to be happy until they're extinct. And someone was like, yo, this is my favorite character. I was like, oh. Interesting. That's, wow, thanks for sharing. Most other people were like, I fucking hate this character, but this one person was like, yeah, no, they're just so well written. And it's also hilarious because your main character is like, why do you hate our kind so much? And they're like, they're disgusting, worthless, and ugly. They're inferior in every single way. We are the best race. And I was like, oh. Okay. Oh, God. The thing that made me laugh the hardest, though, was one of the cool commenters was like... one of the cool commenters was like, hey, thanks for playing this. Your playthrough's great. You're one of the... and thanks for being cool about, you know, the stuff going on here, because most people aren't. And I was like, all I did this episode was say racism is bad. And he was like, thank you for being cool. I was like, that's what I have to do to be cool? I would think that's the bare fucking minimum. If saying something as simple as racism is bad gets me cool points, then holy shit, what did the Tactics Ogre playthroughs look like? The bar is set low. The bar is subterranean. The bar is down there. Hello, child. Oh, you don't need help. Never mind. You don't either. I mean, you do, but... Here comes your grape juice! The bar is in the Earth's core. Yeah. Luckily, I don't usually get bad comments, but sometimes you do get some. I remember the person that I banned very, very quickly on Shin Megami Tensei 5. They watched the entire playthrough and were completely normal for the entire thing. But in, like, the finale, I mentioned that the person that voice acts the main character in SMT5 is non-binary. And they just went on this humongous rant about how non-binary people don't exist, and there's only 2 genders, and you can't change your gender. And I have never hit the block button so quickly. Actually, I did reply to them. I think my specific words were, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, you can't get mad at people just because you don't understand what the word gender means. And then I blocked them. Ooh, another axolotl. This is the weirdest playthrough of this game. Going into horrible comments about gender discourse only to follow it up with, ooh, an axolotl. Yeah, fuck that person. Yeah, they as soon as I said leftist often confuse, I was just like, I'm not reading the rest of this. Ah, fuck. I did not. I was trying to collect the Doritos, and it walks me through the door when there's a treasure chest for me to collect. Fuck me. That's one thing that would be nice. They should lock the door until you open the treasure chest, like a lot of games do, so you don't accidentally leave. Because the door's open, and yeah, that was unfortunate. Because a lot of games don't open the door until the treasure chest is opened. Bing, bing. Oh, God. It's a lot of rabbits. Da-da-dow. Probably just want more currency. That was indeed a hairy situation. Which is a situation Gondola would very, very much like to find himself in. And I wish you the best in that endeavor. There we go, there's my HP back. Banning quasi. What did I do? I don't understand. It's okay, you can take it out on me when we play the IKEA furniture simulator. Think about it, it'll be just like the meme. We'll get to the end and it'll be like, why is one side of the thing fucked up? And it'll just be like, we trained Quasi wrong as a joke. Fuck. My ability to play is definitely going down. I guess I have to do that cream pie challenge? What? I'm gonna need some context. I'm gonna need a smidge of context. I'm gonna need a little bit. Quote 1169 in my chat. I'm scared. Oh no, you're shitting rainbows. There you go. Enjoy. Okay, most of my children don't need love, but we're gonna take these over here. I kind of want the pastel one to grow up, to be honest, because it would be cool, but I don't think I can make cool food for it yet because I haven't been to the later areas enough. Is there a better way to do this than carry them all over here? I don't know if there is. Like, do I actually have to manually carry them all over here every time? Well, unfortunately not be able to call that quote because KO'd my VIPs. KO'd? Rippy. Oh, shut up, chicken. I'm doing stuff. This next run will probably be my last run, I think. Just because I can definitely tell my ability to play is going down. But diamonds aren't forever. I've been lied to. just gonna leave my kids over here. They can find their way back. Okay, we have 3. Healing black tea room can appear up to biome 1. I mean, I might as well just get that. I mean, the increased weapon damage just feels so good. I'm gonna wait. We're just gonna keep going with increased weapon damage. It'll make me better. Relying on healing is weak. I only have 4 diamonds because my last few runs have been getting killed very, very early. Meantime, I'll leave that context to your imaginations. Okay, I'm just going to assume that it's a pie eating contest. And there happens to be some pies of the cream variety there. That is gonna be my assumption. Some good Boston cream ones, you know? Oh, I was like, what the hell is that? I thought it was like some kind of deformed baby axolotl with 4 eyes. But it's a cookie. Yeah, I should stop after this one. I should stop after this. Next time I'm live, you can pull the quote. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck. I'm over here thinking my kids are mutating, but it's just a cookie. I am going insane, yes. Did I hit you? I did. Here we go. Go away. God, the sniper is so good. I do love it. Ow, that was the wrong direction to roll. Oh, it's not charged? Really? God, it really looked like it was. Give me that. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna save this. Whoop. So apparently Stream Elements doesn't allow stack commands to work anymore. So all the bot fuckery that Harry set up no longer works. My pin died, so I'm headed to bed. Go eat something soon? Yeah, I'm headed to eat something as soon as this run's done. Watch this be the run where I beat the game, though. Later, bugs. Have a good time zone. A 40% damage increase is nice, but I just loathe to get an accuracy decrease. That would indeed be my style. It's happened at least once. I saw you skip goo again. The goo's just, it doesn't seem super great. It doesn't seem super great, the goo. So I do skip it pretty regularly, yes. I'll have to give it a try sometime. It's not that great in Binding of Isaac either, to be fair. And the trails don't seem very long in this. So it seems like it'd be extra less effective. Fuck. Okay, we're good. I missed Raxby. Raxby's dodging. Okay, we're good. When do I get the crossbow? Oh my god. Okay, shot please, thank you. Definitely lucky roll. I would have liked to get the other weapon too, but because that's a good one. And as we've seen, it totally trivializes the crab boss. But I can't afford it. I'm missing all of my shots. Frog, stop jumping. I know that's kind of your thing, but quit it. What are you doing? Thing? Uh-oh. Okay, I was about to say, did we just hit a bug? I don't think it was supposed to just constantly spin into the wall like that. There we go. Katana, sure. Not going to be an ideal thing to take into the boss fight, but for just dealing with random enemies here, pretty good. I did get hit. Damn it. Pain. Alright, boss. I don't have a heal. Sawed off, or do I just go... I think we go to sawed off. Alright, we'll see if we can clutch this out. This isn't exactly the best boss to have a shotgun against, in my opinion, but... It's good when you do this, but it's getting to that point that's the problem. Okay, well if you just keep spamming that, then we're good. That's phenomenal, actually. Give me this. Okay, my ability's charged. It does make a little sound, it's just not very loud. The ability. Oh. Close. But we did it. Oh, finally we get more fish. Do you know how long I've waited for this? Finally. Alright, let's see if we can beat the other... At least I got past the first boss again. That's mostly all I wanted for my final run here. So if we die now, it's A-okay with me. Those enemies killed themselves. Boom, 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 boom. I think I'm gonna go for Doritos. Gym for sure. Okay. 2 of you at the same time is pretty scary. Wish I could have gotten you to land in the ooze a little bit more there, but take what you can get. Get my potatoes. Oh. Okay, not so bad. Shotgun of fire. I'll take the chili again. The chili was kind of good. Make sure I get all my gems. Take the Collis. Not quite as good as the Cowpup, but gotta work with what we got. Only the reload speed on this thing was slightly faster. Ooh, there's another one though. That's handy. Shots weren't going off there for a second. Okay, yeah, bringing this Callus with me. The ammo does just continue, I suppose, so there's no reason to ever not take it. More cookie. God, I can feel the spaghetti in my tummy. Oh my god, a skunk? That's new, actually. We have not seen a skunk before. I don't think. Unless it like died and I just never saw it. So that might be new. Hey ya. I'm feeling fairly confident for this boss coming up, especially if I can get a good upgrade here. Spirit Heart or Crystal Heart just makes it so when I take damage, everything else gets damaged as well, which is like okay. Tell you what, I do want that Cowpup. I could get both of these. It's just the 40% damage increase is just too good to not use, I feel. There we go. Enjoy, kids. And sometimes I just shoot twice anyway, so the lower accuracy isn't as big a deal. Oh, not this damn room. Like, me missing is definitely rough, but if I can get a shotgun before this boss, that would be phenomenal. Because then I could just destroy it. I'd do so much damage. Oh, that's frustrating when the Callus misses. Yeah, that's rough. It does damage, but that accuracy is bad. Yeah, we're gonna need a different gun. That wouldn't be bad, actually. Anything that fires very quickly is what I'm looking for. Oh. Yeah, this will do nicely against the boss. Which means I should maybe save it for the boss. But we'll probably get another weapon, right? The worst thing with that boss is having to fight it without an upgraded weapon. That sucks. My base weapon does no damage. But now that we have another one of those, I can just spam this. Grab you. Some wee potatoes. Alright, full HP. I have a good gun. With an extra 40 shots on top. So... It's a lot of damage down already. Oh my god. Something flashed on the screen right there. I don't know what that was, but that's weird. Munch. Just in case. Insurance policy. Dead. Oh yeah, can't forget my boss chest. Give me my tadpoles. Alright, so big heals there. Look at me go. We'll see if we can make it to the next boss. We haven't been in this area much. At least I can collect more honey and stuff for my kids now. Because I died here pretty quickly last time because of that one enemy. The lower accuracy though, I definitely need a shotgun. This accuracy situation is going to bite me in the ass later if I'm not careful. Currency. I do find I like the soundtrack in this game. It's got a bopping soundtrack. There we go. Good, good. And this is just a ton of currency. Gym. I never saw the boss fight for this area, right? I kept dying before I got there. I guess that boss is, or this particular enemy is a lot easier if you just stick right on top of them. Because then they can't hit you as long as you don't let them get contact. So if you just stay like that. Yeah, this is a safer way to handle it. Fuck, I still almost died though. God, that enemy is terrifying. I hate this enemy so much. Give the cow pup. They're rough. The rooms are so small. And they do have a lot of HP too. And I'm just really, really bad at actually getting in their zone. Oh, God. Please tell me there's a heal up here. Nope, it's a question mark. We're probably fucked. Black goo could be nice, but I feel like increasing my damage by 10% is still just better. Come on, Cowpup, don't let me down. If you just get me to a little bit of damage here, I can heal. Eat. Good shit. I see you over there. Okay. Just keep moving. Oh, we're alive. HP. HP. Oh my god, we're there. HP. Yep. Let's heal. And if I take damage in here, as long as I don't die, we're fine. Yeah, yow! Okay, we're good. We're good. That was phenomenal, even. So, there we go. There's an HP up. I guess I do just need to start doing the heart rooms more, or the healing rooms more, because I keep thinking they're just healing, but it's actually HP up, so I should be prioritizing those a little bit more than I have been. I keep treating them as just healing rooms. Medkit just heals me a bunch. I'll take adrenaline. Just to give me a little something else. I think I might save the rest of my money though. Or I could just buy another one of those or heal. I don't need to heal. I might just buy another cow pup. Nothing better to use these on right now. Yeah, just keep the ammo supplies up. Possibly into the boss fight. That would be ideal. Hey, thanks for following Sibimoon X. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm very, very out of it right now. But thank you. Appreciate it. Oh god. Oop. Okay, you're done, you're done. Whoop. Yep, good. Not even worried. What's that rabbit doing? He's just sitting over there sinisterly. Okay, we got it. No. No. Cease. Trying to save ammo here. Because this has long range. And as long as I stay away from you, I'm totally fine. There we go. I did take damage in that room, but not too much. So we should be good. Cap up. I have a good gun. We just need Doritos. And this is the room before the boss, so I can unload a little bit of this, make my life easier. It's fine, because we have so much ammo. But let's try to save it where we can. Like right here, there's no reason to shoot them. Okay. Okay, made it to the boss fight again. Made it to the boss fight again. Let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and reload. Excuse me? Oh, I think this is a sock snake. Yeah, oh my god. Bugs would love this boss. Socket snake. Knows what dirty laundry is like. Look at it. It winked at me. That's interesting. What a boss fight. Huh. God, it's just a snagrit. Ooh, that attack's scary! I got kind of trapped in the corner there. And that fucked me a little bit. Uh-oh, not the rattle. Oh, okay, this is doable. Never mind. You can't dodge right there, because you'll just run into it. Damn. Almost, though. Almost. That was a stupid decision. I should have kept dodging up instead of horizontally. Because then the bullets would have just flew right past me. Almost, though. Almost. Well done. Thank you. Now we can go back and take care of our children really quickly. Ooh, I have a sniper as a new weapon now, like a rifle. That's good, that's good. Alright, let's see what upgrades we can get here, and then I'll end things off. Nurture. There you go, little baby. Pick up. Pick up, they don't need anything you need to be spritzed. And you need to be fed your grape juice. I am still shocked this is the best way to do this. Just carry my children over here one by one. Kinda shocking, if I'm gonna be honest. There must be a better way. There simply must be. Okay, you love me a little bit. Yeah, grab you. When are these other areas gonna open up for me to keep my kids in, by the way? Because there's other areas, but weird, right? I'm definitely gonna be using the frog character once I get access to them. I think Raxby would approve. So So, you know, once I actually start to get some good items and stuff for that. I'll probably let the frog grow up now. Because if we go over here with the cooking, I can make... Well, I need mushrooms. Increases damage when health is low. This lets me carry up to 2 secondary weapons. Yeah. And then chaotic is pretty crazy. Increases extra Doraditos drop chance. I kind of like the slippery class. I might make one of my characters the slippery class. But if I do that, there's absolutely no point in having the heal. So, and I do have enough stuff for that now. And yeah, so snack wouldn't be needed. I would rather have like decoy, cancel, pit candy, any of those things. So yeah, the slippery class along with that is definitely what I want for my next class unlock. It was me, Vampirism. Ah, I see. Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference? Yup, Vampirism, huh? That sounds good, I'll get it. Decrease your speed by 1, but your pickup range is maxed out. Enemies may explode on... No, thank you. Fuck off with that. Donut, you gotta buy it to find out. And a motor blade. Needs scouts to work, but this is a video game, so you're fine. Trustworthy gun from the future. A donut. I'm gonna buy the donut. I must know. I simply must.